Hello dear students, I am Dr. Sanjay Pagar, Associate Professor, Department of Geography. Dear student, I welcome all of you in this online video lecture series on behalf of Maratha Vidya Prasar Samaj's Khyati Arts, Base Commerce and AM Science, popularly known as KTHM College Nasik. Dear student, this is our SYBSC Geography class, Semester 4, and name of our subject is Environmental Geography Part 2. The code of our subject is GG241. Dear student, today we are going to discuss our first topic, that is Environment Impact Assessment. In this topic, we have a subtopic, that is Method of Environment Impact Assessment. Dear student, in our previous lecture, we have discussed detailed information about aims and objective of Environment Impact Assessment. Dear student, for today's lecture, we have a study objective or learning objective that is very simple to discuss the method of environment assessment. Dear student, environmental impact assessment is an important decision-making tool. It providing information on the environmental consequences for the decision making. That is, we already discussed in our previous lecture. Dear student, environment impact assessment is a systematic and integrative process that we also discussed in our previous lecture. Dear student, it is a very useful for promote environmentally sound and sustainable development. So dear student, this is very important. When we are going to start any new development project in our area, that time it is very important whether that project is really promote environmentally sound and sustainable development, or it may be possible there may be the negative impact we will observe on the environment and ecology or ecosystem of that reason. Therefore, it is very important to do the proper assessment of that environment impact on their environment. So for this purpose, the environment impact assessment is a very important process. Dear student, an environmental impact statement is a comprehensive document that report the finding of environment impact assessment and now often required by the law before a new project can be proceeded. So this is a very important. When we carried out the environmental impact assessment, that time we can able to make environmental impact statement, and that statement is very important because whatever we done the analysis or the assessment of that project, that we include in this statement, in this report. On the conclusion of this report, that will be helpful to take the decision to the government and decision maker whether that project should be continue in future or not. So that totally depend on the environment impact assessment. And for this purpose, dear student, we use the various methods for the environmental impact assessment. Some methods we are going to discuss in this lecture. So what are the important methods? The methods such as ad hoc method and checklist method. These are the methods. The metric method, network methods, overlay method, environmental index using factor analysis method, cost benefit analysis method, and predictive or the stimulation method. So these are the very important method that by using this method we can able to do environmental impact assessment of any project. It may be thermal power project, or it may be the construction of dam, construction of the bridge, construction of the multi-purpose project, whatever it is. The such project that are very useful for the economic development of that country. When we are going to start such type of the project, that time their environmental impact assessment is very important. And for that purpose, we use all these the various type of the methods. So when we are going to use the proper method, that totally depend on the what is the nature of that particular project and the what type of the environment or the ecology that or the various biotic factor that are available in that area. So on the basis of this factor and the nature of project, then we use the proper method which are listed here. So let us discuss the one method in this lecture in detail. That method is ad hoc method. So dear student, this is the very important method. Ad hoc method indicate broad areas of possible impacts by listening composite environmental parameter likely to be affected by the proposed activity. So environmental parameter means like flora, like a fauna, means the animals, the plants, the vegetation that are available in that area. So what will be the impact of that particular environmental particular project development project on this environmental parameter I just mentioned? It may be the plants, it may be the vegetation, it may be the animal, it may be birds, whatever it is, or maybe the other factor of the other part of the, or maybe you can say the other components of the environment, or maybe the component of the ecology that we assess through this method. And method is very useful for this purpose. This method involves the assembling a team of specialists who identify impact in their areas of expertise. So this is very important. So team in this method, the team of various specialists are participate, and this combinedly, these all people that are expert of their fields, of their subject, they are specialists in their subject, like a botanist, like an ecologist, like a geologist, or maybe the other specialists. All these specialists combinedly do the assessment of this project. So therefore, this is a very important project. And when we carried out the assessment of that project in such a way by using the ad hoc method, then definitely it will be very useful to highlight what will the impact of that particular development project on the environment, or maybe any part of the environment. So that is, for that purpose, this method is very useful. So in this method, each parameter is considered separately. See, this is a very important feature, because each parameter is considered separately, and the nature of the impact are also considered separately. So this is a very important feature. For example, let us see, one ecologist is participate in that team. So what will he is going to do? So he assess that project in ecological point of view. So what will be the impact of it? May be the positive, or it may be the negative impact that we are going to observe on the ecology, on the factor of the various components. That thing he is going to assess through this method. Means here he is not going to touch the other impact of the that particular project that we observe. He only consider to concentrate, to study, to highlight the impact of that environmental impact of that development project on the ecology only. So therefore, this feature is very important when we are talking about the ad hoc method. Dear student, this method give a rough assessment of total impact while giving the broad area and the general nature of possible impact. So this is very important. So each and every specialist, the expert, when we assess the impact of their development project for their particular factor, or maybe their special areas. So that time, when they combine all these, highlight their assessment, then definitely it will be very useful for take the final decision about that project, whether that should be continue or not. Dear student, when we talking about the ad hoc method, so this method serve as a primarily assessment and the helps in the identification of important areas like wildlife, natural vegetation, natural drainage, maybe river, maybe the stream, or maybe other groundwater, the quality of groundwater, air quality, open space, health, safety, and so many things that are part and parcel of the local environment, or the ecology, or maybe the ecosystem. So when we carried out the assessment of that project by using this ad hoc method, that time we consider, we do the study, we assess that project with respect to the what will be the impact on the wildlife of that available, the natural beauty or the vegetation of that region, natural drainage pattern of that region, the groundwater. It may be not only groundwater, what it may be surface water also, air quality, and open space, and health. We are talking about the human health as well as the animal health or the ecosystem health. So each and every environmental health and safety. So all these things we are covered when we carried out this as environmental impact assessment by using the ad hoc method. So therefore, this is a very important thing. See, generally in this method, when we using this method, that time three major subtype of the method we are using. The first is the opinion poll. So, opinion poll means we take the opinion of various factor or various that maybe the local people or maybe the other expertise people of that area. So that is also very important opinion, because on the basis of their opinion we can able to finalize our decision. So this is a part and parcel of the ad hoc method. Second important method, that is expert opinion. Yes, this is a very important, because see, the expert means the person, he has a deep knowledge of that particular area. When we are talking about the ecologist, definitely he has a deep knowledge about the ecology. The botanist, he has a deep knowledge about the botany. So geologist means he has a very deep knowledge about the geology. So when we are such type of the experts are participated in this process, so therefore this is also very important type of ad hoc method, that is expert opinion. And last but not the least, the Delphi method. So this is also Delphi method is very important. So in this method also the panel of experts is participation, and when this panel is participating in that method, that time they accurate assess the environmental impact of the project. That is very useful base for take the final decision about that project, whether we should start or not, whether we proceed or not. So for that purpose, all these methods are very useful. Dear student, let us talk about some advantages of ad hoc method. Why we are using this method usually or many times. So first is very important. It is easy to understand and use. See, when we compare this ad hoc method with the other methods that are available for the environmental impact assessment, so as compared to them, it is very easy to understand and use. The common people can be understand and it can be used. So therefore this is very important methods. Second one is that second advantages of this method is ad hoc method is very useful when time is very less. See, and the lack of information require that the environmental impact assessment must really exclusing on the expert opinion. So therefore, suppose we would like to take a decision within a short time, there is not too much time is available for taken for the finalize the decision. So during that period, this method is very useful. Why? Because it requires the very short time, very less time, and other information is very important. Other important feature is very important, that if we don't have the too much information about that project, so that time that information available about the project, impacts of that project. So during this time, this method is very important. By using the opinion of expert and the what you can say the expert person from this area, that definitely the opinion is very useful. So in this method all these things are available. So therefore this method is very useful when we have a very short time to take our final decision. Then this method is very simple and can be performed without any training. That is very important. So see, when we are talking about the other methods of the environmental impact assessment, for that purpose we have to give the training for the person, and then this person will be assess the environmental impact of that project. So it will consume a lot of time for the training. We have to complete the training, we have to run the training. So but when we are talking about the ad hoc method, that time we don't require the such type of training. So without training we can able to perform implement this method. So this is also very important feature. Another important feature is it does not involve any relative weighting or any cause effect relationships. That is very important things. So when we include the cause effect relationship and analysis, that time it requires a lot of time, because by various point of view we have to analyze the cause effect relationship. We have to analyze, and it requires a lot of time. So in this method we're not using such type of the method, such things. Therefore it is very easy and it can be the complete within a short time. So this is also important feature. Another advantage of the ad hoc method is it is a simple method based on the subjective environment impact on a broad aspect. So this is a very unique feature, and you can say the advantages, because this method is very simple and based on the subjective environment impact, and this is very something different from the other methods. And one thing is here also is very important on a broad aspect, that is very important. So therefore this method is very useful for finalize our decision or to carry out the environmental impact assessment of any new project that we are going to propose at that particular area. Another important advantage is it provides minimal guidance for impact analysis while suggesting the broad area for possible impact. So this is also important because whatever we require the guideline, that minimum guideline is suggested through these methods, and that is very important because when we have a such type of the guideline, on the basis of that guideline we can able to finalize our report or take the final decision. So that is included in this method. Therefore this is also important advantages we have about the ad hoc method. And last important advantage is that this method require less time as compared to other methods. I just mentioned that here also it requires less time. When we compare the time, the completion time of that assessment process, that time, yes, it is true that this method requires the very less time when we compare this method with the rest method that are available for the environment impact assessment. This was about the advantages. Let us talk about the disadvantages or the drawback of this method. The first very important drawback is it gives no assurance that a comprehensive set of all relevant impact have been studied. So see, it may be possible when we are making the team or we invite the team, that time it is not possible always to invite the expert from the each and every area. So that time, suppose an expert from the any area might be absent or not participating in that panel, what will happen? That area definitely, the assessment of that area definitely is absent in that report. So therefore, so it is not sure that by using this method, we are not sure 100% assurance that this project is completely true or it is a very comprehensive, because every time it is not possible to us add the expert from the each and every field that is a part of the environment assessment. So it means this is therefore this is the first drawback of this method. Let us talk about the second drawback. Analysis using this method lack consistency as a different criteria are selectively evaluated by the different groups. So this is also very important drawback, dear student. So therefore this sometimes the most of the many scholar and ecologist or maybe the environmentalist oppose this method due to the on the basis of this ground. The analysis using this method lack of consistency as in different criteria are selectively evaluated by these different groups. So therefore this is very important drawback of this method. Third one is that when we are talking about the detail about the disadvantages of or drawback of this method, that it is a blindly inefficient as it requires a considerable effort to identify and assign a panel for each assessment. See, I just mentioned that every time. So what we are expert when we are frame the panel for assessment of the environment assessment of the project, that time. So each and every time it is not possible to us to add the what you can say to invite the or the add the frame the group by using the expert from the all fields. Sometime it may possible any one field can be absent. The expert from the one field can be absent. So we are not 100% sure that each and every expert from various fields are added in this panel. So therefore this is the one important drawback of this method. Let us see the another drawback. It is not too much scientific method. Therefore usually it is not recommended for using. See, it is not scientific method. So only the expert's opinion is there. We are not carried out any experiment or any what you can just we are not using the scientific method. On the basis of that method we can test what is the actual impact of that environment, what you can say the environment impact assess in this impact assessment. Means when we are going to start the any project, maybe the thermal power station or maybe the construction of the any multi-purpose project, that time what will be actual impact on the air quality, on the water quality, and the soil quality, and different quality. So we are not carried out any experiment, any scientific method to assessment of these things. So therefore, this is a very important drawback of this method. Therefore, most of the in the case of the most of the project, this method is avoided, not use this method, and due to this lack of the scientific nature of this method. So therefore, this is also. And dear student, this was about today's lecture. In this lecture, we discuss about the methods, the various methods of environmental impact assessment. Especially, we are just concentrated in this lecture the ADOPT method that we are used. In next lecture, we are going to discuss other some method that are used for the environment impact assessment. Okay, thank you.